There have been 45 unique Ballon d'Or winners, of which 25 of them are actually in FIFA, and in today's video we're going to be scoring a crazy goal with every single one of them. So let's start from the bottom of the list and then work our way up. And the first Ballon d'Or winner actually in FIFA is Leviathan. We're then going to spin this wheel to determine the goal we have to score, and with our goalkeeper we're going to have to walk the ball into the net. We've managed to get through this guy's defense, and Yashin's open. He almost missed it, but he scored the goal. And just like that, one Ballon d'Or winner is done, and there's only 24 more to go. Now the next player on the list who's actually in FIFA is Eusebio, with whom we're going to have to score a power shot from outside of the box. And I thought it scored it on his first try. Eusebio? That actually looked like it went in, but it didn't take him long after that to actually score the goal. Eusebio, I'm just shooting this one near post, and it goes in! And with Eusebio ticked off the list, we can now move on to the next player in George Best. Now with Best, we're going to have to score a finesse goal from outside of the box, and so far the goals have been pretty easy to do, but later on in the video, they're going to become almost impossible. But like I said, for now, the goals have been pretty easy to do. Jeez, I love the fact that they gave this guy 5-star skills. He feels so smooth now. And let's just score this goal. Yeah, he scores it easily. And with George Best out of the way, we can now move on to Gerd Muller. But this is when something interesting happened. So Gerd Muller is going to get the free pass. And there's a total of 3 of these on the wheel, and what this does, it allows us to mark the player off as complete, and we can just move straight on to the next one. Now at this rate, filling out this entire page is going to take forever, so depending on the type of goal that we have to score, let's try and do multiple players in one game. So the next player is Cruyff, with whom we can have to score a Travella shot, and that is so easy to do, so I'm definitely going to take another goal for this game. Now the next unique player to win the Ballon d'Or was Gullit, and he's going to have to score a volley from outside of the box for us, so let's not bite off more than we can chew. Let's go score these 2 goals. Now at this point my coin balance became a problem. Like and subscribe. Because Cruyff was fine, we had him on loan, and with Gullit the base version is 370,000 coins. Now again, this is fine, I can afford this, but this card only has 80 shooting. And the upgrade from the base to the mid version of Gullit almost 10x is the price. So for that reason we're gonna have to try and score this volley from outside of the box with the base Gullit, who only has 80 shooting. Like and subscribe. Now as we expected, Cruyff scored his goal with ease. But this is when things started to get tough. Okay, flick it back to Gullit, and now on the volley, that would have been such a cool goal. You see, the problem was that the 80 shooting of Gullit was really coming into play. And I guess maybe there were times where I was asking for too much from him, but there were also times where he just made it seem like this goal would be impossible to score. But then I started focusing on taking this volley from as close to the box as possible, and then this happened. Gullit, this is the best chance I've gotten. Yes, he actually scored! And scoring this volley gave me confidence. So for our next game, we're going to take 3 players. So first on the list is a goal from 30 yards out with Van Basten. We then have a rainbow flick volley with Mateus, and then finally a power shot with Papin. So I got the easy goal out of the way first. Papin, and that's the power shot done just like that. And then I wasn't sure if a 3-star skiller could do a rainbow flick, but I found out the technique that we're going to be using with Mateus. Oh, and almost straight after finding this out, he did this. Mateus? Oh, what a finish! And then finally we needed to score a goal from 30 yards out with Van Basten. And for reference, 30 yards out is basically just 2 of these lines, but I was feeling confident, so I went for the extraordinary. But after embarrassing myself and failing miserably, I eventually just went for the shot. Van Basten, that's a bit further out. Oh, and he scores it, let's go! And with Van Basten, Mateus and Papin out of the way, the next player on our list was Baggio. So Baggio is going to have to score a scorpion kick for us, and I've never scored a goal like this in my life. Now I think I'm still going to take one more player, and with Stoichkov we're gonna have to score a skill goal, so I'll try and get that done early on in the game. And that's exactly what I did. Then I have the rest of this game to get 1 scorpion kick. But this was a lot harder to do than it sounded, and one of the main challenges was that Baggio was too short to win the ball in the air. On top of this, whenever I crossed it to him, he went for bicycle kicks instead of the scorpion kick, and this really frustrated me. But eventually, we'd get one good opportunity. Baggio is left on his own. Yes, he actually did the scorpion kick. I was scared he was going to do something else. And with another 2 players out of our way, the next player which we had to focus on was R9. Now with him, we had to score a back heel goal. And just like the scorpion kick, I've never scored a goal like this, so we're just gonna take R9 into the next game. Okay, so I believe if I turn around and then shoot, no, that's not a back heel. How did he score that? Let's try this again. Okay, that's a bit better. So it basically comes off as like a chip, but it's a back heel, so like it counts. And I'd continue to try to score this goal, and unfortunately with no success. But then eventually, I fell in love with a new technique. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if I do a rainbow flick into a back heel, no, that's not it. It actually does something like really cool. Let's try this again. Let's turn around. Is that him? No way! That's exactly what I was talking about! And with R9 out of the way, the next player that we needed to score with was Zidane. Now he just had to score a header and he's pretty good with his head, so let's take another goal. Now Rivaldo's the next player and with him we're gonna have to score a goal where his shirt number is the distance from the goal. Now after doing some research, I saw that Rivaldo played as a number 10 for majority of his career and 10 yards out is pretty easy to score. So let's take another goal. Now the next player was Figo, and with Figo, we're once again going to have to score a power shot from outside of the box. Now once again my coin balance could have been the problem. As you can see, I only have 2.2 mil because at this point I was waiting for some of the players that I purchased already to sell. Now Zidane costed 1.4, which only left me with 800,000 coins, so at this point what I did was purchase the cheapest version of Rivaldo to give myself the most coins because Figo's goal was a lot more tough than Rivaldo's. And after doing this, we somehow managed to buy Figo's best card, and with the shooting on that card, this goal should be easy. And as you can imagine, scoring a goal from 10 yards out with Rivaldo and a header with Zidane would be way too easy. And now all we had to do is score a power shot from outside of the box with Figo. But as you can imagine, scoring this goal with the prime version of Figo would be a piece of cake. Figo? Oh, that was the wrong clip. Here's the right one. Figo? Yes! What a finish! And after completing these three players, we then had to score a bicycle with Michael Owen, a goal where we run across the entire pitch with Nedved, and a goal where we run across half the pitch before scoring with Shevchenko. And this is how that went. Okay, they just gave the ball to Shevchenko and we're at the halfway line, so let's try and score this goal at the same time. And I'm just gonna run in a straight line. Does he score? He does! After this, I tried to score the goal with Nedved, where we ran across the entire pitch. And the issue that I came across was the fact that his stamina was just low, or too many players on the opposition team would block him out from scoring. But I continued to try and try and try, and unfortunately, to no success. But then I got this chance with Michael Owen. Okay, we couldn't score with Nedved, but Owen is open. Yes, and he scored the bicycle kick as well. And then with Nedved, I devised a new strategy. And it consisted of me basically just running in a straight line and sending all of my players on runs. What this would do is open up lanes for me to run into. And then hopefully, I could score a goal. Nedved? Finally, he gets his goal. And with another 3 players checked off, we were now down to our final 6 players. Next on the list is Ronaldinho, and we're gonna have to score a goal where his shirt number is the amount of minutes that we have to score. Now for majority of his career, he played as a number 10, and if we were to score this goal, we'd still have 80 minutes left into the game, so I'm going to take another goal. And the player accompanying him is going to be Kaka, his AC Milan teammate, and his teammate's going to have to score a bicycle kick. Now we just had this goal, and I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be from outside of the box. So with Kaka, we're scoring a bicycle from outside of the box. Oh yeah, Cannavaro was supposed to be before Kaka, but he got the free pass, so we got to skip him. And 2 minutes into the game, Ronaldinho scored his goal. Now he's a number 10, so that goal is done. And now it was time for Kaka? No, that's not it. And then it would continue to not be it for the remainder of this game. And to give you an idea of just how frustrating this was, at the halftime break, I had amassed a total of 21 shots. And yes, I did score some goals during the game, but none of them were an outside of the box bicycle. So we had to go into another game. And in the start of this game, Kaka had showed signs of promise. And then eventually, this happened. That's outside the box. Finally, he scores the goal. Why couldn't he do that in the last game? And with these 2 icons out of the way, we were now on to my generation. So CR7 is the next on the list, and this is about around the time where I started to watch football, and with him we're just gonna have to score a finesse goal, which was obviously way too easy to do. Next up we have Messi, who's going to have to score 5 out of 5 penalties. Let's be cheeky here and go down the middle. Too easy. Let's do the same thing again. Let's go to the right this time. Okay, good. Now we just have to score 2 more in a row. Let's go to the left this time, and he stays down the middle. And then let's go down the middle. Oh, and just like that, this goal is complete. Modric is the next player on the list and the player to break Ronaldo and Messi's streak. And with him we have to score an outside of the box Travella. Now this goal was way too easy for a team of the year Modric to do. But the final goal that we had to score would by far be the toughest. Okay, 1 more player to go, and it's Benzema. And we're gonna have to score a goal from 40 yards out. Now I think that's going to be at least 4, maybe even 5 of these lines away from the box. So let's try to score this goal. Benzema, that's never going to go in. There's no way this goal is possible. Let's try a different technique, and it's an even easier save for the goalkeeper. Now none of our shots really had power, so let's go for a power shot. And I continue to try all the different techniques that I've learned. And after taking dozens and dozens of shots, I just couldn't score this goal. But it's unlike me to give up. So I knew that I was going to sit there, taking shots as long as I had to, until I got this goal. And then finally, Benzema, please. No way! And Benzema finally scored this goal, and we'd now scored a crazy goal with every single Ballon d'Or winner in FIFA. Now if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy this one. So go ahead and click on that video to watch it.